Apex Productions and Diamond Championship Wrestling presents All Sales Final.
For the first time in 26 years, pay-per-view action has returned to the Gulf Coast. My name is Carmen Michael, joined by Rob Weathers, and history will be made tonight in the most monumental event in DCW history, right here at the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena.
In our main event, the Diamond Destiny Championship and the Diamond Heavyweight Championship are on the line as Jack Passion once again faces off against his arch nemesis, Buzzsaw Benelli, but this time with both of the richest prizes in DCW at stake.
And not the only titles on the line. We will crown a brand new tag team champion here tonight as the vacant titles are put on the line in an elimination fatal four-way match.
We have so much more. We've got a coffin match coming later. We have got a junkyard brawl coming later. But Carmen, this first match that we're about to open with, you want to talk about stakes. You want to talk about a little bit of issues between these competitors. Doesn't get much more personal than this.
Without further ado, let's throw it ringside to our ring announcer, JB.
The lights and it's time for the show, so that's why I'll be your rock star, baby, let's go. It be just you and I spending time on the road, so that's why I'll be your rock star, baby, let's go.
Please welcome, from Mobile, Alabama, the 6'7" giant, the attraction you all came to see, Gary, the Rockstar Gable.
Well, we had a chance to hear from Gary the Rockstar Gable in our exclusive pre-show over on the DCW Facebook page. And we know that there's a lot on the mind of Gable ahead of this match. We saw what happened this past Sunday on DCW Synergy when the Kid was heinously assaulted by Crusher Cottrell.
Crusher Cottrell has been having these issues, not just with the Kid, but with Gary the Rockstar Gable over the last several weeks. And Gary the Rockstar Gable has been waiting a very, very long time to get his hands on Crusher, and he finally gets that opportunity here tonight at All Sales Final.
It's clear to see who the fans are showing their support for as the 6'7" Gary the Rockstar Gable makes his way to the ring, but something tells me this calm demeanor is not going to last very long, Rob.
I'm sure the second Crusher's music hits, that flip is going to get switched for Gary Gable, and I can already see it.
There you see him right there. Crusher Cottrell, a starting center for the U.S. national football team in the World Championships. And at only 18 years old, this prodigy has become one of the fastest rising stars here at Diamond Championship Wrestling, as he has been on a warpath to take everything that he claims is his.
And that stat is so much scarier whenever you really, really think about it. At 18 years old, in his first year in the professional wrestling business, he is this good. He is this dominant. Imagine where this kid goes in a few years. 5 years, 10 years could be the biggest star that this business has ever seen. That is how good Crusher Cottrell really is.
The stage has been set for battle here in our opening contest. The first ever match on DCW pay-per-view as Crusher Cottrell faces Gary the Rockstar Gable. Your official Adam Hunter on the call. You see the face that once held a smile during his entrance now is quickly turned to a grimace at the sight of Crusher Cottrell. Blocks the right now. Gary the Rockstar Gable firing away. How good must this feel, Rob?
Oh, it feels amazing. He's getting some of that get back that he's been looking for the last several weeks on Crusher Cottrell. Trying to give Crusher a taste of his own medicine, showing him what it's like to be bullied.
And this goes back months. This is not the first time these two have faced off. I do recall last time these two wrestled, it was Gary Gable who hurt his knee on a moonsault. And then for weeks afterwards, who was it that bullied Gable? Who was it that attacked the knee? Who was it that took the crutch? It was that man right there, Crusher Cottrell, the very same man who attacked the young man that Gable has been mentoring here these last few months.
Well, Crusher Cottrell's got to make a name for himself. I mean, it's the same thing in life. Hold up. We might see that moonsault that we were just talking about.
Moonsault from Gable. This could be it.
Not a lot of people kick out of the moonsault from Gable, but Crusher Cottrell was able to do it.
We have not seen Cottrell fall to victory very often here at DCW, and when it has happened, it's only happened due to mistakes made by Cottrell, so he's got to be careful here. There's press from Gable now. The rights raining down on the head of Cottrell.
Gable definitely trying to turn that tide in his favor and put one proper in the loss column for Cottrell.
Leg drop connects. Will this be enough to put down Cottrell? No, it will not. The official says 2.
But as I was saying earlier, Crusher Cottrell, it's the same thing in life. You show up to a new place, you got to go in and you got to pick the biggest dog in the yard and you got to put him down. And that's exactly what Crusher Cottrell has tried to do with Gary the Rockstar Gable. Just another step in the path of trying to make a name for himself here in DCW.
We see Gable here, realizing he's losing grip. He's trying to reposition himself to be able to get between the shoulder blades of Crusher Cottrell. Now Cottrell makes his way back up to his feet.
Gary's got a little bit of experience on Cottrell, as most competitors on our roster do. He's trying to use that experience advantage right now.
Irish whip into the corner, but Cottrell had it scouted. Slides to the outside and now sweeps the leg of Gable.
And immediately, that leg we were talking about earlier, the knee of Gary Gable has had so many issues over the last couple of months, mainly due to Cottrell. Now Cottrell going right back to an attack on the knee again.
Enters the ring, only a 2 count.
You know what,
lateral press.
I brought up the inexperience of Cottrell, but I don't think it seems to matter right now. He's shown a lot of veteran instinct so far in this match. Is it pretty? No, but it is very effective.
Speaking of efficiency, we see him targeting that injured knee that we spoke of earlier.
Now taking the brace off.
That's exactly what we've come to expect from Cottrell. The brace has been removed. As he throws the brace to the outside now, looking to pick apart the knee.
You can see the way that he's just stalking Gary right now. Gary the Rockstar Gable, for the majority of this match, was fighting his fight, but just in that quick instant, Cottrell's been able to turn it around, but Gary's still got a lot of fight left in him.
Blocks the right hand, and now, speaking of fight, Gable trying to give it all he has. Eats a forearm from Cottrell, and now Cottrell looking to hoist up the big man. Look at the strength here from Cottrell. Cover is made.
You saw the way that he got a hold of that leg, bent it in, and then dropped the knee of Gable on top of his own knee, while also adding pressure throughout the rest of the body with that drop, and now just sending those right hands right to the jaw of Gary Gable.
Cottrell feeling very confident now as he mounts Gable once again. These forearms connecting flush to the jaw of Gable. He's got to be careful here not to get in his own way, not to get disqualified with that 5 count from the referee.
Well, right now, he's very much fighting his own fight right now. There isn't a whole lot Gable's been able to do.
This is dangerous right here. The single leg Boston Crab on the injured knee. Gable reaching out, using that massive frame. But Crusher Cottrell drags him right back to the center. Gable may have no choice but to tap here.
He's got nowhere to go. He's got to scratch. He's got to claw. He's got to get back to that rope. He got it.
Cottrell now has to break the hold, utilizing every little bit of the 5 count from our official.
Cottrell knows exactly how much time he legally has, and he's using every bit of it.
Gable doing everything he can to create some space here, to create some distance.
And you saw got that leg up, but that was the injured leg at that. Now he's feeling it even more.
Every little movement that Gable is doing, you know, every time he puts his leg down, only adding that much more pressure. Neck breaker connects. Will Gable be able to capitalize, though?
He's firing back up. The crowd is fueling Gary the Rockstar Gable. He's got the horns up.
He has Cottrell in his grasp. Cottrell breaks free.
And right to the knee he went.
Going for that NFG, but caught. Hoisted up. Choke slam. But you have to ask, was it at full strength with that injured knee?
I think Gary's asking that question right now because he's opted not to go for the pinfall. I think he wants to go for that moonsault, Carbon. Listen to this crowd come alive.
Throwing caution to the wind. Willing to risk his own body to put away the man who has made his life a living hell. Moonsault connects.
He's coming back for the cover, but Cottrell, look at Cottrell wisely using what energy he had left to roll to the outside.
Wise beyond his years, and it's for reasons like that we've seen Cottrell be so dominant here in the singles division at DCW. Cottrell now taking a breather, and Gable knows right now he doesn't want to give chase. He's got an injured leg, but
what's he got
hold
behind?
on. Up and over! Suicide dive! Want to talk about throwing caution to the wind. Gary Gable put everything he had into that dive, and now can he capitalize? He rolls Cottrell back into the ring.
So close. That's one of those questions you have to ask yourself. If it wasn't for the extra time that Gary had to take to send Cottrell back to the center of the ring, would that have been enough?
Cottrell now with a stomp to the chest of Cottrell as he stumbles his way back. Looking to go up top once again. Injured knee be damned. Gable looking to put away Cottrell. Dives and misses.
But Cottrell now, the only man on his feet. He's got him in his sights. He's got him up in the air. Does Cottrell.
Place him up. And down goes Gable. And still somehow Gable showing some fight.
But you can see Gable did not have a lot of power behind that kick out. He is starting to feel it in a really bad way this deep into these waters.
A slap to the face. Defiant till the end. And now hoisted up on the shoulders is Cottrell. But the knee gives way.
He's off the ropes. Here he comes.
NFG.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner,
Certainly not the ending that the fans here in Mobile, Alabama wanted. However, Crusher Cottrell proving exactly why he is as dominant as he has been since joining DCW.
The future is very, very bright for that young man right there, Crusher Cottrell, and it is more reasons like that, just continuing to demolish the opposition.
Well, folks, that is far from the only personal rivalry we have here tonight. There are scores to be settled, and quite frankly, none of them are quite like what we are about to witness here in just a few short moments. As here in just a few minutes, we're going to have a coffin match right here on All Sales Final.
The only time you see a match of this type of magnitude, a match with this type of stipulation, is whenever things get that much more personal. And right to your credit, Carmen, that is exactly where we are right now with this rivalry between Ryan Razors and Liam Cullen.
It was just a few short weeks ago that Liam Cullen tried to get under the skin of Ryan Razors by stealing that pig head, and we know Razors has been on a war path to find Liam Cullen, and the challenge was issued for a coffin match. But instead of having us talk about it, why don't we take a look right now at what exactly brought us to this moment.
In order to tell the story, we must start from the beginning. This tale starts with a man who fabricated himself to be favorable and lucky. You could even say he had the whole world in the palm of his hands. He rode the ring of elephant all the way to the end goal, but exposed himself in the process. And so, his destiny was written. Enters the butcher who sees all. Week after week, the butcher watched as the man unraveled his true colors to the world. The people that once cheered his name are now in disgust of his presence. And as the lights dim, the butcher stepped forward, his shadow stretching over this bitter excuse of a man. While his date with destiny awaits, all he has to do is pay the piper. The man will survive every bit of violence that befell upon him as he tried to bury his demons. He believed this was the end. But it's not over until all hope is gone. The man has escaped death once, delayed his inevitable demise, and now plays a very dangerous game with very little to gamble with. Anger, the butcher, who realizes this can only end one way. I must bury him 6 feet under. Liam Cullen, much like this coffin, I will close this chapter at the expense of your life. On November 29th, like the gambles you take to get here, when you realize there's no escape, and all you see is unyielding darkness and deafening silence as you suffocate with your last breath and become one with the void. The world will rejoice because all sales will be final.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a coffin match, where the only way to win is to stuff your opponent in the coffin and close the lid. Introducing first, from Galway, Ireland, Liam Cullen.
You heard it right there. The only way to win is to put your opponent in the coffin and close the lid. As Liam Cullen makes his way to the ringside area, you see the pig head currently mounted to the post, a very big head that Liam Cullen stole from Ryan Razors.
And continuing to taunt Razors. Now he's got his own butcher apron out here. Just continuing to poke the bear. And I credit where credit's due to Liam Cullen. He doesn't realize how bad of an idea that the rest of us know that this is. But maybe Liam Cullen knows something we don't know. We're going to have to find out as this match gets underway in just a few moments.
Liam Cullen has been poking the proverbial bear for weeks on end now. And we will see exactly what happens here tonight. You talk about All Sales Final.
And introducing his opponent.
Nothing is quite as final as what we are about to witness here tonight.
Coming to us from the slaughterhouses of Baltimore, Maryland.
Ominous force, to say the least, as Ryan Razors makes his way to the ring. But Rob, you're seeing what I'm seeing in the right hand, correct?
That's not a pig head. That is the decapitated head of Liam Cullen. If that's not enough to make Liam Cullen want to just book it for the exit, I don't know what to tell him.
As Ryan Razors places his hand on the coffin. That ceremonial march around the ring continues, and take a look into those soulless eyes. Razors is on a mission here tonight. Razors wants to put an end to Liam Cullen.
It is always such a terrifying scene whenever Ryan Razors makes his way to the DCW ring. But tonight, you can really feel it in the air. You can see, feel, hear, smell the tension. It's everywhere. As now you see those bright red lights coming from that skull, just staring down Liam Cullen as Razors chased him around the ring.
I think we're finally seeing that regret from Liam Cullen that we have been expecting.
It's like the pig head got a friend.
The time for mind games is over for Cullen. As the match officially underway, one of these two men will be placed inside of a coffin and wheeled out of the venue here in just a few short minutes as Ryan Razors takes off the apron.
And I think now for Cullen, it's starting to really settle in what he's gotten himself into as he charges in.
Razors has had enough, charges right in. Cullen evades. A swing and a miss from Cullen, and a right uppercut connects from Ryan Razors.
And we've got two officials on the outside, folks, but keep in mind the only job they really have in this contest is to hold open the lid of that coffin and to shut it whenever one of these competitors is fully on the inside. Outside of that, there is nothing anyone can do to save Liam Cullen in this match, or Ryan Razors for that matter.
Razors almost taunting Cullen. Oh! Almost a quick victory here for Cullen if he is able to lift the leg of Razors, get him over the top rope. Razors now with a shot to the midsection. At least momentarily avoids entering the casket.
I think Razor's going to have a little bit of fun here. Start toying with his food, just battering Liam Cullen for a little while, getting a little bit of revenge.
Well, you hear it right there, folks. Echoing throughout the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena. A handful of hair sends Cullen into the opposite post, and now we see Razors taking a glance over at the coffin here on the outside as he stalks Cullen.
It's a bad place to be for Liam Cullen. You see that that monstrous look in the eyes of Razors. It just starts clubbing away at the side of the head of Liam Cullen.
Connecting right to the temple, and now multiple headbutts to the back of the head. As Razors currently, with all the momentum in the world, handful of hair of Cullen. Razors is soaking it all in right now.
He's enjoying this. He's enjoying just putting Cullen through hell. The same hell that Cullen has tried to mentally put Razors through these last several weeks.
Razors absolutely savoring every little bit of this.
You can see just now dragging Cullen underneath that bottom rope, and those clubbing blows once again from Razors.
And keep in mind, at any point right now, Razors could drag Cullen over to the coffin, instead opting to play with his food. He wants to make Cullen think about every bit of this. Boot to the temple.
And Cullen couldn't see a damn thing the whole time.
Using the apron on the outside to blind Cullen, and now charges in, running leg drop, just about decapitates Cullen. Cullen rolling over, trying to get further away from Ryan Razors. Unfortunately for Cullen, every little movement getting closer and closer to that coffin.
And Razors has got that in mind. I just saw Razors glance over in that direction a moment ago. And now he's got to start thinking about when is it going to be time to finally put Cullen away for good.
The coffin lid is opened.
Do you hear these grunts from Ryan Razors as he tries to send Cullen into the coffin?
Razors trying to choke the life out of Cullen. Cullen not where he wants to be right now. Positioned with his head just inside the coffin.
Oh my God!
Moments away from disaster. Cullen makes his way out just in the nick of time.
And I think that woke Cullen up for sure.
You want to talk about that leg drop being decapitating? Razors trying to use the coffin to take the head clean off.
Cullen trying to escape. Now he's fighting back. He's getting the boots up, and
you see those up kicks from Cullen.
Little to no effect to Ryan Razors. As Razors, man, just what at this point you have to ask yourself, what can you even do to stop this monster?
I'm not sure if there's anything that can be done as Cullen pumping the brakes. Razors trying to get the suplex. Cullen now with a forearm, looking to create some distance.
See him wrenching back on that neck, but Razor's counter turning around.
Was trying to get a neck breaker, however, it's Razors who gets one of his own over the top rope.
And that neck of Liam Cullen definitely has a target painted on. He's going to have to try to protect his neck at all costs in this one, but as far as Ryan Razors is concerned, there is nothing that Liam Cullen's going to be able to do to stop this onslaught.
Razor now charges in. Crossbody dive. But again, a long way away from the coffin on the opposite side of the ring. Razors is going to have to drag the body of Cullen the entire distance around. But I don't think he's very concerned with it right now. Suplex to the floor.
Listen to the crowd here at the Bullet come alive after witnessing what really looks like the makings of an actual manslaughter in this contest.
Razors bringing Cullen to his feet. Looking to put him in the post, however, Cullen with the reversal, and now a chop block to Razors.
Cullen just needed that brief moment to find an opening, and it looks like he finally found one.
I thought Cullen was scurrying away to the ring, instead running knee from the apron. This could be the moment that Cullen needs, but once again, on the opposite side of the ring than the coffin.
Oh, I think Cullen's got something else in mind before we get there. He's got that steel chair in hand.
Oh! Again, there's no disqualifications here in the casket match as Cullen just teeing away on the back of Ryan Razors with his steel chair.
But look at Razors just continuing to fight through it, gets himself back into the ring.
That cold steel just contorting around the frame of Razors as Cullen now climbing to the top ropes, chair still in hand. And if you recall, we saw something very similar to that back at Pay the Piper when these two had a TLC match. However, the stipulation much different here tonight. Cullen has got to get Razors over towards that coffin as you see him now trying to roll the big man over.
And you see Razors now, he's got his hand up on the rope. He knows exactly where he is, trying to stop Cullen at all costs.
Cullen with the chair on the wrist. Adding all that much more pressure now. Chair overhead. Again, another shot to the back. Cullen calling for the end. Making his way up to the top, but again, in order to win, you have to put your opponent in the coffin. Razor sits up, and Cullen looks like he has seen a ghost.
He absolutely has, and that ghost just headbutted him right in the jaw.
Razor's back up on his feet, charges into the corner with a splash. Black Hole Slam! Center of the ring. And Razors savoring this moment right here. A handful of hair. And just teeing away on the side of the head.
He's got Liam Cullen right where he needs him. Lined up almost perfectly with that coffin on the outside.
Razors
Let's add a little bit more insult and injury to Liam Cullen if he can.
Razor steel chair in hand. Headbutt connects to Cullen, teetering on the edge. And a chair shot to the gut.
I think Razors is cooking up for one more.
Razors looking to put it away!
Oh my God!
And now all he has to do is close the lid.
and gentlemen, here's your winner, Ryan Razor.
You want to talk about finality. Right now, Cullen just experienced a brutal end to this coffin match as Ryan Razors, both heads in hand.
Razors quite literally putting his past to rest here this evening, standing tall over Liam Cullen after all the mind games, after the attacks, after everything that Cullen has tried to put Razors through. Razors is finally the one standing tall in the end.
Well, in a match all about putting things to rest, up next, it's a match about new beginnings as we are looking to crown a brand new tag team champion. Those vacant tag team championships on the line. Fatal four-way elimination match coming up next.
And just as we thought things couldn't get any more interesting, then a ghost of our tag team division's past showed up this past week as amped up a team that Lash LaFlair and Mac Daddy Does have had quite a lot of history with over the last year or two, have returned and are looking to reclaim what they believe still very much belongs to them in those tag team championships.
An extensive history there between the Realest Players and Amped Up. However, these two teams cannot get too far ahead of themselves. They cannot look past the hidden gems or the solution, because both of those teams are looking to make their impression felt here tonight and walk away with those tag team championships.
And we are going to find out very, very shortly who will, for the first time in a very long time, be our new Diamond Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Well, folks, that match is coming up next. Let's throw it on over now to our ring announcer, JB. Again, this match is a fatal four-way elimination match for the vacant tag team championships, but certainly has to alter your strategy heading in. This is not one fall to a finish.
No, this is going to be the kind of contest that, if you ask me, if you ask for my advice, and I know you didn't, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your time in this contest. You said elimination rules. We're going to be losing teams as this match goes on. If I'm either one of these teams, I'm going to want to stay on the outside as long as I can, let the other three teams wear themselves out. And if you ask me, it really would not surprise me if that's exactly what we can expect from the Solution. This is a team that very much likes to work smarter, not harder.
Well, the Hidden Gems have been on a mission since their inception, as they want to put an end to the tyranny of Scott Armstrong, as they say here at DCW. And what a way to throw a wrench here into the tag team division than to walk away here tonight with those tag team championships around their waist.
I would use a lot of words to describe Scott Armstrong. I don't know if tyrant is one of the ones that I would use, but I will absolutely say this is a team that feel Scott Armstrong does not have their best interest in heart. They feel that they should be further up on the card, higher up on the list here, if you will, and they have a big opportunity to prove that here tonight.
Please welcome Andre. They can now return to Diamond Championship Wrestling for the first time in over 3 years. And
For the first time in a year, Amped Up looking to regain those tag team championship belts. You see Amp and Andreas, who made their presence felt here very recently on DCW Synergy, letting the world know that they are back here at DCW in the tag team division, and they want to pick up right where they left off. They have very much already staked a claim to those tag team championships. They didn't have to fight for too much of an opportunity to get here. We already know what this team is capable of. If you were watching DCW last year, you know exactly how bad these two guys, Amp and Andreas, are. And they've already got their eyes on those tag team championships, looking to bring them right back home. You want to talk about some bad dudes? You have to see them right now. Wait, hold up! Hold your hands out, Rob.
Carmen, that's not your envelope, is it?
You may need to hold my headset here, pal. The realest players. And I think it's easy to see who the crowd here at the Bullet have their support behind. Mac Daddy Duds and Lash LaFleur, the realest players, completing the fatal four-way here.
A team that has been taking the tag division by storm since they paired up just a few short months ago. And just like all these teams on the outside have their own claim to those vacant tag team championships.
Two of the most beloved athletes here in the DCW roster joining forces, and here tonight they have a chance to walk away tag team champions. You know, Mac Daddy Duds, a former champion in his own right, taking a look at the tag team titles. And there you see it, folks. Those beautiful tag team championships. That right there is what is on the line here tonight. The DCW Tag Team Championships. Take a good look at it, folks, because here tonight we're going to crown brand new champions. Looks like Lash LaFleur ready to start things, but who will join him? Only two people in the ring at a time here in this elimination tag team match. The match officially underway.
The realest players and Amped Up with representatives on each team starting us off. Andreas in for his team, Lash LaFleur in for his. And you see Andreas already to the outside, taking a little bit of time, getting under the skin of Lash LaFleur. We talked about it at the top of this, Carmen. These are two teams that go way back. A lot of issues between the members of the realest players and Amped Up.
Of course, Amped Up and Lash LaFleur began training with each other, and they felt almost disrespected that when the time came, they felt that they were underutilized here at DCW and they wanted to make their way elsewhere. They felt left behind that Lash LaFleur decided to stick around and has since join forces with the Mac Daddy Duds, someone who they also have history with, as we see Brian Boudelaire of the Hidden Gems make his way into the ring. Got to be very careful here with the Iron Cross and Viral Estrange on the outside.
Hidden Gems always have that number advantage, but that number advantage isn't going to be exactly what it usually is, considering there are 3 other teams they're contending with here tonight.
Beautiful drop kick there from Lash LaFleur, who makes the tag to Mac Daddy Duds. And while the Hidden Gems haven't exactly been very successful within the ropes, they have caused nothing but chaos and destruction everywhere they go. I mean, I think back to the first time we saw them tearing the ring apart. And we still don't know who this higher power is, whatever you want to call it. The man pulling the strings behind the Hidden Gems. But look at the strength here of Mac Daddy Duds. A little swivel of the hips.
Mac Daddy Duds pulling Baudelaire down for the pin. Here comes Lash once again in this match. Great tag team cohesion on behalf of the Realist players.
A chop from Lash LaFleur now. Looking to work over the wrist of Brian Boudelaire. The rookie firing away with rights. They've got a hell of a lot to prove here tonight. They want to shake things up here at DCW. Tyler, the Woodsman Woods, makes the tag in. Now goes for the cover to eliminate Lash LaFleur.
And what a big elimination that could be if the Hidden Gems could get rid of the Realist players early on in this match. You heard that ovation when the Realist players made that walk to the ring. This is definitely the team that I think a lot of the fans here in the Bullet are looking to go all the way in this one. It would be a massive upset if either one of these teams could eliminate them in the early moments.
LaFleur looking to fight out, instead driven into the corner, running splash from the Woodsman Tyler Woods. But I want to talk about how it affects your strategy having 4 teams involved. Normally, Woods, you would see go to the opposite corner, build up a head of steam, really get that speed behind him. Hold on, cover is made. Broken up immediately by Duds.
But yes, to your point, Carmen, you can't get there. You have to be very, very wary. You kind of have to, it's not just enough to cut off the ring for your opponent. You kind of have to cut off the ring for yourself to make sure you don't get caught up. If anything, risk getting blind tagged by another member of this match.
Charges in with a splash, tag made from Brian Boudelaire. Boudelaire now elbow drop to Lash LaFleur. Only a 2 count. Boudelaire now trying to bring up LaFleur. LaFleur fighting back.
Lash trying to create some distance.
Step up into Geary. There's the distance he wanted. Tag is made to Mac Daddy Duds. Elbow connects.
Takes out the Iron Cross on the outside.
Our official better get out of the way. He almost ate one of those elbows.
I wouldn't have been mad at it.
Mac Daddy Duds living the American dream here. Tag made to Lash LaFleur. And it's clear to see the strategy of the Realist players. That flatliner coming to you in 3D. The playa-hater eliminates Brian Boudelaire. The Hidden Gems now enter the ring.
The Hidden Gems have been eliminated.
Our first elimination has occurred. And Viral Estrange, not exactly thrilled with her team here, Rob.
No, and this is something that unfortunately we have seen plague the Hidden Gems, picking up these big losses whenever they hurt the most. You see Lestrange just exiting the ring. I feel like I saw, I don't know how well I am or how good I am at reading lips, but I feel like I saw her say, "I'm done."
Well, the crowd here certainly not mincing their words as the chorus of Goodbye fears the Bullet Bob Armstrong Arena. The Hidden Gems make their way to the outside.
A long, somber walk for the Hidden Gems, being escorted out by the rest of the field.
As the 3 remaining teams just waving goodbye. The question remains, who is going to continue this match? And now we see the Solution and the Realist players on the outside, throwing hands and now.
It's like Amps climbing up top.
Trying to get his footing.
Got something in mind here.
Moonsault from the top rope all the way to the floor. Wiping out all the competition.
Chris Black almost sitting to the front row after that moonsault. And you see Lash LaFleur get sent back to the inside.
Notice who they rolled into the ring, the person who they have the most problems with. Scissors kick from Andreas to shoulder up from Lash LaFleur. And you can sense that aggression from Andreas, looking to punish his former friend. Head first goes Lash LaFleur into the top turnbuckle.
Now they are taking out all those past aggressions onto Lash LaFleur right now, making him pay for what they believe he's done to them for sticking around here at Diamond Championship Wrestling after they took their ball and went home.
What do they have in mind here? That backstabber connects, and now Andreas, leg drop to the chest. Confusion over who the legal man is, and now Amp goes for the cover, broken up by Mac Daddy Duds.
Took just enough time that Duds had enough time to get in there and break things up.
Duds, you want to talk about frustration, taking out Andreas on the outside.
And this is somebody that knows Amped Up very, very well, has teamed with him multiple times in their past tenure here in DCW.
Amp just firing away on Lash LaFleur, who drops to a knee. Snapmare takeover, and a penalty kick right between the shoulder blades. Tag made to Andreas, who charges in. Drop kick connects to the jaw. Cover is made. Will this be enough?
Now right back on the attack. Very, very wise, continuing to wear down Lash LaFleur. And you want to talk about very, very wise, as I talked about earlier in this is the kind of match where you want to take your time. You want to let everybody else wear themselves out, and that's exactly what the Solution has been doing, still on the outside as the crowd once again coming alive. This sold-out house here tonight at the Bullet.
Listen to this sold-out crowd, Rob. Showing their love for the Realist players. Frequent tags made from Amped Up, showing exactly why they are former tag team champions, targeting the arm now.
Great tag team cohesion.
LaFleur. Russian leg sweep. Goes for a cover. Very confident. You saw there hitting the double bicep during the pinfall attempt. You cannot do that to a competitor, the caliber of athlete like Lash LaFleur.
And you can see Andreas continuing to taunt the Solution on the outside. Chris Black wants to get in here. Now that Lash LaFleur's been worn down this whole match by Amped Up, now Chris Black has got the arm out wanting the tag.
You can hear that all throughout Mobile. Tag is made to Chris Black, the 20-year veteran. As Amped Up, you mentioned the strategy earlier, how you would just wait on the outside. Amped Up now, I think they realize they may be expending just a little too much energy here. Now bringing in the Solution for the first time into the match. We see Steve O'Malley going for the cover.
Well, Amped Up knows there's still one more team to get eliminated, a buffer team, if you will, before we get down to brass tacks in this match.
Again, this is all about the vacant DCW Tag Team Champions. We are guaranteed new champions here tonight as LaFleur, feeding off the energy of the crowd, delivers multiple shots to the midsection of Steve O'Malley, now putting his all into that running crossbody, but He's a long way away from his tag team partner.
Not only does he try to get all the way back over to Mac Daddy Duds, he's got to go right past Steve O'Malley to get there. And he's moving as quick as he possibly can, and the tag is made!
In comes Mac Daddy Duds, the former DCW champion, elbow to the head of Chris Black. Going for the cover. Only a 2 count. Duds knows exactly what it takes to be a champion. But the question still remains if tonight he will add more gold to his mantle. Add a little extra to that 10.
It adds a power boost whenever you do that every time. That's why Duds does it.
Is that why you do it?
That's exactly why I do it.
A swivel of the hips, misses with the elbow drop. May have taken just a little too much time there, Rob. Tag made to Steve O'Malley.
As we've been talking about, Steve O'Malley and Chris Black, definitely the more rested of the 3 teams left in this match. Speaking of rested, Lash LaFleur still not back on his feet after suffering what he has gone through in the early moments of this match.
Cover made from O'Malley. No rest for the wicked indeed as the punishment continues. On a Mac Daddy Duds, in comes Amp. Amp now repositions himself. Shot to the midsection.
Great audible call there from Amp. Just as it looked like Mac Daddy Duds might have had the number.
Diving into the cradle. Looking to catch Max slipping there. Shots to the midsection from Mac Daddy Duds, who's now fighting from underneath. No stranger to that whatsoever, though.
Look at Andreas on the outside now. The official doesn't see it. Too busy with Amp.
Amp putting all of his weight onto the throat of Mac Daddy Duds. This is a former semi-pro boxer throwing hands with Mac Daddy Duds. Connects with a splash. Now a tag made. In comes Andreas. But look at this. Amp holding Mac Daddy Duds in place. Andreas connects with a super kick. And again, going after the throat. Looking to affect the breathing of Mac Daddy Duds. And now behind the referee's back.
This whole time, Amped Up seems to have a leg up on Lash LaFleur and Mac Daddy Duds, continuing to go to work on Duds on the inside. They've come back. As we said, it's been a year since we've seen them, and it's been a long time since they've had those Diamond Tag Team Championships around their waist, and you can tell they have been thinking about it for a long time, and the game plan seems to be working very well so far, Carm.
Targeting the left knee. Andreas now goes one more time. You see him calling out to the solution. For almost a modified figure 4 here. Tag made to Chris Black. Just holding Duds in place.
There's been a lot of teamwork from the Solution and Amped Up. It looks like there might be an unwritten agreement here between these 2 teams to try to eliminate the realest players as early as possible.
Well, it goes to show just how much Amped Up wants the realest players out of contention here. Tag made to Steve O'Malley. We talked about the history that Amped Up have with Duds' tag team partner, Lash LaFleur, but I think you touched on it earlier, Rob. Mac Daddy Duds is no stranger to sharing the ring with Amped Up himself.
He has been in tag team competition with them several times, has wrestled against them several times. These are some individuals that know each other very, very well. The X factor in this match very much being the Solution.
Mac Daddy Duds trying to feed off the energy of the crowd, but Steve O'Malley still targeting that left knee, brings Duds back to his feet. Headbutt from O'Malley.
The writing may be on the wall here for the Realest Players. Forearm across the face. And Mac Daddy Duds able to get the shoulder off the mat.
But he hasn't been able to do too much more in this contest. This crowd has very much been getting behind Mac Daddy Duds and Lash LaFleur all throughout this match. But whenever you have 4 competitors, 2 teams that are just taking turns trying to dismantle you and your partner, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do about that.
Duds with the reversal. Catches Amp midair. Dropkick sends Duds into the corner. Tag made to Lash LaFleur.
But Lash LaFleur very, very far from 100%. You see him slowly, gingerly getting into the ring.
You can see the damage done. Lash LaFleur, usually someone who would hop into the ring with quickness. Charges in with a clothesline in the corner. Tag made to Mac Daddy Duds. Able to get a little breather on the outside.
That's what you've got to do. You got to cut that ring off. You see taunting Andreas there a little bit, looking like he was going to send Amp into his partner's corner.
Duds with Amp. Position in the corner. Amp fighting his way out. Hoist Duds up to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? On the top rope. Frankensteiner! A rough landing from Mac Daddy Duds, and a tag is made to Andreas. Amped up to eliminate the Realest Players.
Legs hooked.
Lateral press. In comes Lash LaFleur with a save.
Lash LaFleur sensing the urgency. He knew he had no other choice but to get in there and break things up if his team's going to survive.
You see the frustration on LaFleur's face. Steve O'Malley has seen enough. Makes a blind tag, and now see the miscommunication now between Amped Up and the Solution.
Well, it was going to be at some point that cohesion was going to have to start wearing away, and we're starting to see it now. The frustration's beginning to grow. And now you can see everybody's in the ring. Everybody's throwing hands.
Things are
The Solution has been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your DCW Tag Team Champions. First things first, Lash LaFleur, the Realest Players.
The crowd is on their feet in celebration as we have new tag team champions crowned.
And the Solution with a little bit of an assist there after the communication broke down between the Solution and Amped Up. And now the Realest Players with the tag team gold, the first champs in a long time.
Mac Daddy Duds and Lash LaFleur have done it. They have achieved their dream of becoming tag team champions.
A big day for Lash LaFleur picking up some championship gold, but this is the first time in quite a while that Mac Daddy Duds has had championship gold over his shoulder. Very much a return to form, a return of the Mac, if you will.
While the goal has been achieved, the work does not stop here. It is day one
of the Tag Team Championship reign. And Mac Daddy
I
Duds.
told y'all we would do it. I told y'all that we would become the next DCW Tag Team Champions. And I'm putting everybody in the tag division on notice. You want it? Come and take it.
Mac Daddy Duds, if I may, I'm just now getting word in my ear. This championship win here tonight officially makes you a Grand Slam champion here at DCW. Congratulations, Mac Daddy Duds. Congratulations, Lash LaFleur. The first title victory for Lash LaFleur. And again, as I mentioned it is only day one now in the championship reign of these two young gentlemen here. And the sky is the limit for these two.
The sky is the limit, and I'm hoping that the drink ticket's going to have a high limit whenever these two go celebrating here tonight. Drinks are on Mac Daddy Duds, our first Grand Slam champion. You love to see it.
The tag team division is heating up, and you want to talk about things heating up. It doesn't quite get as hot as well, let's just say salacious things that we have been seeing here these last few weeks taking place between Doc Silver and Flex Cannon, all centered around Doc Silver's wife, Sid.
And you saw a match that took place here a few weeks ago. Flex Cannon defeated Doc Silver, won the chance to take Sid Silver on a date to the fair. Things definitely did not go to Doc Silver's liking on that night, and now we're here. And now on a night where we've seen new tag team champions crowned, we saw a coffin match earlier. We could see quite possibly the most brutal match in DCW history coming up in just a moment.
Well, Doc Silver called his shot. He wanted it, and we're about to see it next. We're going to head on over to the Junkyard. It is a Junkyard Brawl. Doc Silver taking on Flex Cannon.
No, we can't go home. We gotta deal with Flex Cannon. We have to do this thing. He will not leave us alone until we take care of it. And tonight is the night we're doing this. We're not going anywhere. Where is he? We're not going home. He's gonna be here. Because this ends tonight. It's over. Alright? We're taking care of it. Bring it on, Flex, get out of here! Come on, Flex, let's do it, come on!
Things kicking off in a hurry as Flex Cannon arrives to the Junkyard.
What do you think was gonna happen here? Huh?
Doc Silver's been waiting to get his hands on Flex Cannon for weeks now. Finally gets that opportunity. Doc Silver firing up as we all expected. His wife at the center of these issues between himself and Flex Cannon. Now sending Flex Cannon on top of the car.
Well, we knew things were going to get violent early here.
Trying to yank the eyeball right out of the socket was Doc Silver.
Put your sight on another man's wife. This is exactly what happens. A shot to the midsection from Flex Cannon. And now hoisted up. Doc Silver slammed down onto the hood of the vehicle.
Flex Cannon just raining down these massive right hands, Carmen.
How Doc Silver isn't knocked out is beside me right now. Oh! Folks, we apologize for the harsh language here from Flex Cannon. We knew things were personal between these two. Right hand from Doc Silver.
Silver continuing to throw everything he's got behind these shots. Tries to send Cannon onto another vehicle and right into the windshield. Now he's got a hold of Flex Cannon.
I've been here for a year, Flex. This is my place. This is my place of business. Oh, shit.
Doc Silver trying to tell Flex how it is. Sid Silver trying to get involved now.
Nothing to do with Sid. It's everything to do with Sid.
Not today, Flex.
You can see.
You want. You take anything you want, and you think you deserve it. Because you're big, and because you're bad. But you're not. You're a piece of trash.
See just how much Flex Cannon has got under the skin.
Nothing. I'm going to show everybody at the DCW how small and how insignificant you are. And this is all because of you. All because of you going after my wife, you fool. You fool.
We have never seen the side of Doc Silver.
I said get out of here.
It's warranted, though. I mean, you go after a man's wife.
A right hand from Flex Cannon.
Absolutely laying him out.
Sends Doc Silver into the gravel. A rough landing. Look at this. Flex Cannon seething. Spit flying everywhere. Now shots to the back of the head.
Things just went from bad to worse for Doc Silver. Oh no.
Flex Cannon with a tire iron in hand. Just absolutely punishing Doc Silver.
Looking to dismantle Silver, attacking that left knee of Doc Silver.
And gouging the eyes once again. Anything to get the advantage here. Again, you mentioned it, Rob. Flex Cannon has brought every little bit of this out of Doc Silver. Stop sign in hand. Looking to put a stop to Flex Cannon.
Doc Silver. Silver's got to find a way to end this. If not for himself, if for his wife. Even though Flex Cannon says it was never about her, he still drug her into this.
You're going to be lucky if you win this break. If you win here. I'm going to take you to the edge, Flex. And I'm going to leave you there. And I'm going to move on. And I'm going to go home with Sydney. And I'm going to live my life. And you're not going to be able to earn it. You're not going to live near us. Ever again. Do you understand?
Got his hands back on that tire iron and sends it right into the breadbasket of Doc Silver.
Straight to the midsection and sends Doc Silver face first into the trunk of the Chrysler. Again, folks, we apologize for the salty language.
Silver just trying to catch his breath at this point, just trying to get away back into this. Enough time to recover. Another right hand dropping Flex Cannon.
With a chain in his hand now, wrapping the chain around the throat of Flex Cannon. And now, releasing Flex Cannon, now on the hunt for more weapons.
You want to see how this ends? No, we're not going to stop. gonna stop until he's done. And he will never bother us again.
What does he mean until he's done? I don't like the look that I'm seeing in the eyes of Doc Silver right now.
Where you at?
Oh, look at this. Flex Cannon taunting that crimson mask, and now Doc Silver looking to choke the life out of Flex Cannon.
Stop bothering me, Finn. Leave us alone, and you might walk out of here. It's over.
And with every squeeze, the blood pumping out of the forehead of Cannon.
I think Cannon's out.
It's over, Flex. I told you what would happen when you went after me. I don't care if it was for Sid or it's for me, but now you have me. I'm right here, and I'm going to give you everything you wanted. Be careful what you wish for, Flex, because now you got it.
Be careful what you wish for.
I just sent Flex Cannon on top of this flatbed.
And even after all the punishment, Flex Cannon still, I'm not going to repeat the words he said, but I mean, you heard it from his mouth, saying you hit like a, well, you know.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
Now on the back of this flatbed, you see Doc Silver looking around once again for something to use as a weapon. Has the hook in hand. Flex Cannon, realizing the end was to come, now looking to choke the life out of Doc Silver. Wrapping the legs around the body of Silver. There's nowhere to go for Doc. As Flex's blood covering both men.
Doc Silver's out. He is absolutely out. Flex Cannon now off the truck, but still with Silver in his sights.
We knew this was going to be violent. However, I'm not sure if we knew just the level that these two men were willing to go. Flex Cannon now pulling Doc Silver up by the shirt.
Taking a trip throughout the junkyard, looking for more plunder.
Shot to the midsection now, launching Doc Silver once again into the gravel. We're getting further away from the junkyard. Cannon sitting to that chain link fence.
I mean, he's saying it right there. Telling Flex Cannon this is never going to end until you leave us alone.
It's never going to stop until you leave us alone, Flex. I will never stop coming after you. I will never, ever let you live this down.
We're going to see exactly what he's got in mind to get Flex to stop.
Doc Silver letting vengeance blind him. As Flex Cannon sends Silver face first into the back of the truck. Right into the tail light. What's he looking to do here?
Sending Silver into
hold
this.
on,
I
hold
think
on.
he's trying to choke him out with that seatbelt, Carmen.
Wrapped around the throat. The seatbelt wrapped around the throat of Doc Silver.
Silver's got nowhere to go. Flex just continuing to wear him down. Seatbelt around the throat, trying to drive him further into the cab of this truck.
This has gone too far.
Oh, what has he got now?
Is that a table? Pulling a table out of the back of the truck.
Start to get real hot now.
Well, it wouldn't be a wrestling show without a table, but it's the last thing I was expecting to see here in this junkyard brawl.
Oh,
hold on. Oh my God.
Expecting to see. That's that. No, he's not.
This is going a step too far.
Oh my God. Not like this,
The
Flex.
table lit ablaze. This is getting real uncomfortable, folks.
Doc's now sits in that urgency. He knows he's got to stop this onslaught immediately.
Doing whatever he can. And now sets his sights to the table, and I think the gears are turning. The flames are growing higher and higher as these two men trading hands.
Oh no, he's about to send him right into the table.
Into the fire! Through the fire and the flames. Doc Silver doing anything to get his vengeance.
Get your ass up. Come on, Flex. You want to play fire? You want to play fire?
Looks like he wants to put that fire out.
And now extinguishing Flex Cannon.
Put you out, huh? Big hot head.
Doc Silver looking to teach Flex Cannon a lesson here.
Setting him on fire doesn't teach him a lesson. What's he got in mind now?
Of why you should never mess with another man's wife. Flex doing everything he can to fight out. Right hand connects.
I don't know how Flex can even still fight after what he was just
hold
put
on a second.
Oh, no. Do not do this.
You cannot.
This is
Flex.
way too far.
Thank God for Sid Silver. He doesn't care. Flex Cannon opening the door. The truck is still running.
Sid, you can't let him do this.
Oh. Flex Cannon was looking to run over Doc Silver.
No way, Flex. No. Run me over? I don't think so. Come on.
Silver, thankfully, able to get out of the way.
Things are about to go bad from bad to worse. Now right back in the thick of it. These two still fighting amongst the wreckage.
Sent right into the windshield. To the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. Windshield is shattered.
Lights might have been on in that sedan, but they are not on right now for Flex Cannon. Absolutely wiped out after everything Silver's put him through in this match.
So brutal that we've lost audio from the junkyard. We apologize for the technical issues we see now. Doc Silver hoisting up Flex Cannon. Multiple shots to the midsection here. Now, what does Silver have in mind? Cannon trying to create some distance here, unable to find it.
Low blow!
That ultimate equalizer from Cannon as he now hoists Silver back up to his feet. I think he's looking to drive him right into the roof of the car.
Flex Cannon standing tall. An uncomfortable scene here as Sid Silver coming to the aid of her husband. Look at the crazy eyes right now. Those beady eyes of Flex Cannon staring down Sid Silver.
He's still not done, still throwing a couple extra shots to Doc Silver.
Get out of there, Sid. This is getting uncomfortable, folks. Thank God Doc Silver able to break that up. Now back and forth.
Like a messed up gang of Pong just sending Flex Cannon between those vehicles.
These two men have been going at it for nearly 20 minutes now, laying it all on the line here in the junkyard.
And at this point, you have to begin to ask yourself, what's it going to take?
Shot to the midsection. Just throwing that piece of wood into the fence.
This is done, Flex. I never want to see you again. I never want you at DCW. I never want you near my wife. And I never want you near me.
Looks like we may have gotten our audio back.
Tonight it ends, Flex.
Tonight it ends. Oh my God. What is he about to do?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all, Carmen.
Hoisting the tire over his head.
Oh my God!
It's over, Flex. Come on. Let's get out of here. We had to do it, Sid. We had to do it.
I have never quite seen anything quite like what we just witnessed there in that junkyard brawl.
Oh, you've never seen somebody get their head crushed by a tire at a wrestling event? No, me neither.
This isn't The Walking Dead, Rob.
That's insane.
This is pro wrestling.
I'm right there with you, buddy. We knew this was going to be violent. We knew it was going to be brutal. And I mean, whenever spouses are getting involved, it's what you expect. We did not expect that.
Doc Silver stooping to new lows here tonight against Flex Cannon. But, folks, there's still one more match to go. It's the match we've all been waiting on. History in the making, because up next in our main event, the Diamond Destiny champion, Jack Passion, faces off against the Diamond Heavyweight champion, Buzzsaw Benelli, in a title unification match.
This is where it began. Jack Passion. Two men who had known each other since the beginning of their careers to love the same move. They started to one day become the greatest in Diamond Championship wrestling. But as the old saying goes, the saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from the enemies. After that attack, the trajectory of their careers would begin to go down a path of violence parallel while their walk to be great. Passion and Benelli would face each other again. Both men scratching and clawing for a chance to stand out above the other. To prove who the top guy was. Their friendship that brought them to the dance was swapped for a bitter rivalry. Back and forth, the former friends fought to find out who was the tougher man each time.
they would show time and again, and an underhanded advantage would always be necessary in order to defeat Jack Passion. Once again, the two warriors would find themselves on the receiving end of punishment, looking to not only win the richest prize, but cement themselves as the better of the two. As the battle raged on, it was clear there would be no quit in either man, and only one would lead with the title of heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this time,
It is main event time here at All Sales Final. Will this be the performance of a lifetime from Jack Passion or Buzzsaw Benelli in the music?
And if you like what you hear, and we know that you do, you can find that Jack Passion song on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you listen to music. I know I was bumping it the whole drive here to Mobile this evening.
You see the Diamond Destiny Championship held into possession of Jack Passion. It's a big fight feel here in Mobile, Alabama. In our main event, the biggest match in the 7-year history of DCW. Title unification about to be underway, but we cannot get there without this next man, the heavyweight champion. Wherever Buzzsaw Benelli goes, you know the Bishop is not far behind. For 101 days, Buzzsaw Benelli has been your DCW heavyweight champion. He looks to continue that reign here tonight, as he is set to face off with Jack Passion for both titles.
Not only will he be continuing his own reign, but picking up that Diamond Destiny Championship against the individual who defeated him in order to gain that championship would mean the world to Buzzsaw Benelli this evening.
Without further ado, both champions are in the ring. Let's throw it to JB for our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of All Sales Final. It is a title unification match. Introducing first, from Navarre, Florida, DCW Heavyweight Champion, Buzzsaw Finale.
A match 1 year in the making. These two men have been in a heated rivalry all throughout 2024. And it all comes to a head here tonight. A new champion will be crowned, as these two titles looking to be unified in our main event. Match officially underway. Benelli, Passion. Title unification here at All Sales Final, the first ever DCW pay-per-view. It does not get bigger than this.
Two men who I very much believe are destined to fight until the end of time. Their journeys began together, and if they have anything to say about it, they just might end together.
Collar and elbow lock up center of the ring. Both men jockeying for position. Jack Passion with the height advantage leans forward to get that extra leverage. Now with Benelli in the corner, has it to the count of 5 to break the hold. Jack Passion at 6'3" tall, has almost 9 inches of height against Buzzsaw Benelli and 30 pounds of a weight advantage.
But even with that being said, Buzzsaw Benelli's still a very strong, stout competitor himself, and he's got that lower center of gravity, which he's using to great effect right now to turn the momentum around on Passion.
You saw it right there, the way Buzzsaw Benelli was able to swing around and use that lower center of gravity that you mentioned, Rob, to drive Passion into the corner. Both of these men very evenly matched. There's a reason why these two have been going back and forth all throughout the year. Jack Passion today marks 146 days as the Diamond Destiny champion. And of course, I think back to when he won that match in the cage match at Pay the Piper back in July against that man right there, Buzzsaw Benelli. Benelli looking to create some distance, rolls to the outside.
And that is a big get for Passion, especially right now with the stakes being what they are in this match. He knows that he has it in him to defeat Buzzsaw Benelli when there is championship gold on the line, but can he do it again?
Official already up to a count of 4. Passion. You see the anger.
Passion has not moved his sight from Buzzsaw Benelli since before the bell even rang. He has stayed locked in this entire time. Passion understands the stakes are that much higher. He understands what he's got to do to put away the Diamond Heavyweight Champion, and right now he's just got to stick to the game plan.
Passion with his side headlock has Benelli on the ground. Benelli with the experience advantage, able to get out of the hold. Passion, though, with a quick twist of the hips, able to break out now, right back to it. Benelli got to be very careful here with his positioning, does not want his shoulders on the mat.
Well, these are two guys, keep in mind, before things went sour, these are two individuals that trained with each other. A handful of hair there from Benelli. These guys have been in this position so many times, even whenever the cameras weren't rolling around on the mat. Just a grappling exchange between these two. Both of these individuals know each other better than anyone else.
Well, we knew that Benelli did not want to face Jack Passion here tonight, making Jack jump through multiple hoops just this past Sunday on DCW Synergy, where Jack Passion not had to face didn't have to face off with one, but two opponents. One of those competitors being Fuego del Sol.
And Jack Passion was able to run that gauntlet on that night. He did everything that he had to do in order to earn this shot against Benelli.
Passion back to the ropes and a shot right to the midsection from Buzzsaw Benelli. A swing and a miss. Now backslide from Jack Passion for both championships.
You see the quickness on that takedown from Passion.
Passion looking to out-wrestle Benelli here in our main event. The official leaning in to check on the shoulders of Buzzsaw Benelli. Benelli back onto his feet.
Great bulldog off the rebound for Passion, using that length to great advantage so far in this matchup.
The official checking in to ask Buzzsaw Benelli if he wants to quit. Benelli looking to get the leg over the head of Jack Passion once again. And I say Jack Passion has done an excellent job thus far at controlling the pace of this match.
Well, as I said, these are two individuals that know each other better than anyone. Jack Passion understands his advantages in this match, the advantages that you listed off at the top of this contest, and he's using those advantages as much as he possibly can to keep Benelli grounded. Now Benelli trying to create some distance, trying to break out.
Of course, this pay-per-view would not be possible without our pay-per-view partner. Hold on, quick roll-up. Almost put away Benelli. This would not be possible without Apex. Now, once again, Jack Passion looked to reach the apex of his career, becoming a double champion.
And Passion starting to feel himself in this one, that confidence beginning to grow for Jack Passion, but he has to be very, very careful. He cannot let things slip away in this match. He has to maintain control all throughout.
Passion staying in firm control here. Benelli trying to lean forward, relieve a little bit of pressure on his neck. And now Passion trapping the arm, adding that much extra pressure to the neck and the shoulder. As we see Bishop looking on the outside. I think back just a few short weeks ago as the Bishop interfered in the match we saw between Jack Passion and Mac Daddy Duds for the Diamond Destiny Championship. And it was after that match that Jack Passion knew he had an answer. He knew that he was in the head of Buzzsaw Benelli. He had issued the challenge earlier that night, wanting a title unification match. And now Benelli with Passion backed into the ropes.
Well, that's an important thing that Jack Passion needs to keep in mind. He needs to remember how he got here. He needs to remember that he put in the work, and now it is time to get the payoff.
This could be it. Jack now got to be very careful here on the outside. Sunset flip. 2. Benelli able to slip out. And Passion, as quickly as he can get the momentum rolling, knows exactly when to grab a hold and get things back under control.
Well, and Passion has been working the game plan almost to perfection this entire contest, has had an answer for almost everything that Benelli's tried to throw at him, and those answers usually end with another one of those headlock takeovers right back down to the mat.
Benelli using the forearms to try to push Jack Passion backwards.
And Benelli's just getting worn out right now. You see the shoulders keep hitting the mat. Benelli having to fight back more and more from this precarious position.
Oh. Benelli looking for a quick win there.
Well, Benelli's just trying to get out of this. So far, as I said, Passion has had Benelli's number. Benelli hasn't been able to pick up a lot of momentum at all in this contest. He's just trying to find a way to break free.
Drives Passion into the corner. And a shot right to the gut. And now Jack Passion firing away.
Jack showing a lot of aggression, something that we're not used to seeing from Jack Passion, but that is exactly what this rivalry means to Passion.
Passion having to be pulled out of the ropes by our official. Now with a flurry of rights, sends Benelli crashing to the floor.
The Bishop showing concern, makes his way to the other side of the ring to check on Buzzsaw.
And Jack Passion standing in the way as the fight now continues on the outside. Both titles on the line. Passion has got to get Benelli back into the ring. Here comes the Bishop!
The official never saw it.
The Bishop sending Jack Passion shoulder first into the post. You want to talk about a game changer, and now Benelli smelling the blood in the water, targeting the shoulder.
Benelli had to wade out the early onslaught from Jack Passion. He knew he had an ace up his sleeve, and that ace is named the Bishop.
Benelli now quickly rolled Passion into the ring, was trying to get the victory, not just to retain the heavyweight championship, but to also regain the Diamond Destiny Championship. And now the elbow connecting right to the joint of the shoulder.
You can see definitely a target now being painted on that left shoulder of Jack Passion, and this is very wise from Benelli, trying to eliminate a lot of that massive signature offense of Passion, including that Cataclysm cutter that we've seen put so many people away, including Benelli.
Cover. Just like that, the Bishop has turned the tide here in the match. Benelli going for a cover once again. Jack Passion with that left arm just hanging limp to his side. We see the Bishop on the outside looking on. Another shot to the shoulder from Benelli. Benelli standing tall, stalking the ring.
The fans here in the Bullet trying to rally behind Jack Passion to get back into this match, but that shoulder is almost going to get pulled out of socket from Benelli.
Using the bottom rope for extra leverage, extra torque as he pulls back. Shot right to the rib cage. And just like that, one punch to the shoulder sends Jack Passion crumbling down into the corner. And now over the top rope, looking to do the same thing. If it's not broke, or if it's, you know what I'm saying.
No,
if it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
Something was about to be broke if Buzzsaw Benelli continues to go to work on that shoulder. I think right now Jack Passion's really starting to feel it. It's starting to look like that shoulder joint could very well be dislocated right now.
Buzzsaw Benelli now. Again, another shot just firing away. The target is as clear as day. As the referee trying to get Benelli out of the corner. Look at the torque here.
He is using every single bit of these allotted 5 counts from the official, continuing to go to work on that shoulder, continuing to tie up Jack Passion into these ropes.
The elbow of Jack Passion almost hyperextended, bit backwards. And now Jack Passion with one arm trying to fight his way out. Drop kick from Benelli.
The Bishop still staring just like daggers from the eyes of the Bishop through the soul of Jack Passion.
Referee trying to maintain order as Benelli just teeing off on the shoulder.
Well, there's only so much the official's going to be able to do. Benelli has, for the most part, kept things within the rules. Even whenever he does stuff like this, he's not holding on any second longer than he's allotted.
Passion Again, one arm trying to fight his way out.
You see, he tried to use the left arm on the Irish whip and tried to use the left arm to elevate.
So right there trying to jump over Buzzsaw Benelli, but the arm gave way for both titles. Passion having to use that injured shoulder to push himself off the mat. Benelli, that master technician.
Nothing technical or masterful about this onslaught right now.
Well, you saw right there weakening the shoulder for what he's doing right now.
Those are the prizes that are on the line right now. Each one of these individuals walked in with one of those championships. At the end of this, only one is going to walk away with both of them.
The Diamond Destiny Championship, the Diamond Heavyweight Championship on the line. And right now, Jack Passion looking worse for wear as Buzzsaw Benelli just systematically picking apart the left shoulder and now hooking the other arm.
Right in the center of the ring, too. Passion has nowhere to go right now. He is so far away from each side of the ring and so far away from the ropes.
Jack Passion in the center of the ring, a long way away from that bottom rope to break the hold. Passion still showing that heart.
At this point, it's all he's got. He's trying to dig deep. He's trying to go into the reserves, but what if Benelli keeps doing stuff like this? There's not much Passion's going to be able to do.
Armbar now from Benelli. Passion's got to do something here. He's got to make his way over. Foot on the bottom rope.
That's that 6'3" frame coming in handy there for Passion. And now transitioning into a triangle.
Passion rolled right into it. Buzzsaw pulling onto the wrist. Passion with the leverage. Could be going for a pin, but no. Hoist Benelli up. Look at the strength of Jack Passion. Powerbomb for both titles. He did that with one arm.
With an arm that has been put through absolute hell in this match at that.
Jack Passion through the pain. It was his only way to get out to keep his hopes alive for both titles. DDT from Benelli.
Deep cover.
Passion gets his shoulder off the mat, but the damage has been done. Benelli looking to continue the punishment. You see the placement holding onto his wrist, hyperextending the shoulder there, also putting pressure onto the triceps. Passion reaching out on his knees.
He's trying to fight back up. Benelli now trying to get the arm under the chin, and I think he's got it.
Drives Benelli into the corner. Lifts Benelli onto the top turnbuckle. Passion knowing he has to go high risk here.
He's got to start throwing everything at the wall just to see what can stick. Passion continuing to fight. See if he's got enough strength to get Benelli up.
Passion now on the top rope. It's a long way down, superplex. But who got the worst of it?
He was able to get Benelli down for the superplex, but you saw landing with all of that weight on that injured left shoulder.
Passion trying to wheel himself on. Kip up!
That second wind's kicking in. Passion starting to feel himself. The official contends with Bishop on the outside.
A right hand from Jack Passion. That confidence growing by the moment. Could this be his destiny? Swinging neck breaker.
Passion fueling off the adrenaline coursing through his veins on his way to become double champ.
Benelli slips out. No, hold on the Bishop on the apron. Benelli sent it to the Bishop. Passion! Cataclysm!
Legs are hooked!
History has been made! Jack Passion, the winner, and now the holder of both championships. The dream has been realized for Jack Passion. His #1 goal here at Diamond Championship Wrestling as the confetti is flying at the bullet.
He defeated Buzzsaw Benelli over 100 days ago to become the Diamond Destiny Champion, and here tonight at All Sales Final once again defeats his arch nemesis and is now the Diamond Heavyweight Champion as well.
101 days to the very night. Jack Passion has done it again. Only this time, Jack Passion is a double champion. Wait.
You're hearing what I'm hearing, right?
What the hell is this? Crusher Cottrell! Crusher Cottrell, who defeated Gary the Rockstar Gable earlier tonight. His eyes have not left Jack Passion. Could this be a sign of things to come here for the future of DCW?
Extending the hand is Cottrell.
Oh, come on!
The
hell was that?
The NFG clothesline from Cottrell laying out the new champ, and now that's what it's all about. The title's now being hoisted up by Crusher Cottrell.
Well, it seems like we have found our first challenger for Jack Passion. In a night that should have ended in celebration for one of the very best going today, Jack Passion laid out in the very confetti that was there for his moment, for his title victory.
Crusher Cottrell saying that Passion's time is up, and he will soon be the new champion.
Time may be up for Jack Passion, but time is up for us here tonight at All Sales Final. On behalf of Rob Weathers, I have been Carmen Michael, and we will see you this week
for DCW Synergy.